ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೆಷನ್ ನಾವು ಹೀಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಥರ್ಮೋಡೈನಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿರುವ CET ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಚಾಪ್ಟರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ 2 ಅಥವಾ 3 ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳು CET ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸನ್ನು ಒಂದೊಂದಾಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ನಾವು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂಥ ಹೀಟ್ನ 2 ಪರ್ಪಸ್ಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಟು ರೈಸ್ ದ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಆರ್ ಟು ಚೇಂಜ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ. So to change the temperature of the body, the equation is Q is equal to mc delta T. M andre mass of the body, C andre specific heat capacity, and delta T is the rise in temperature. So the specific heat capacity for water is 1 calorie per gram per degree Celsius. So when we give the heat energy to the object, the heat energy can be utilized to change the state of the body at a constant temperature. Say for example, ice melt agi water ಆಗಬಹುದು at 0 degree Celsius. And the quantity of heat taken to melt 1 gram of ice is 80 calorie. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ 1 gram of water at 100 degree Celsius ನೀವು 1 gram of steam ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ the quantity of heat taken is 54 calories per gram. So the next is principle of calorimetry. So when a cold body and a hot body are mixed together, then I can say that the heat lost by the hot body will be equal to heat gained by the cold body. With these concepts, let us solve some problem here. Observe madi, 10 grams of water at 100 degree Celsius is mixed with 20 grams of ice at 0 degree Celsius. So hagadre this is the hot body and this is the cold body. So 10 grams of water ಅವರು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ 20 grams of ice ಇದೆ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ the temperature of the mixture ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. What is the temperature of the mixture? So let us imagine that ಈ 100 grams 10 grams ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್ನ ಇಂದ ಹೀಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟಾಗಿ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಐಸ್ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ದ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ದ ಐಸ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರಿಬೋದು ನಾವು? Q is equal to ml ಅಂತ ಬರಿಬೋದು, ವೇರ್ m is the mass of the ice here. So it is 20, and to melt 1 gram of ice 80 calories required. So totally 1600 calories of heat is required to completely melt the 20 grams of ice. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಹೀಟು ಹೇಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಈ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಹೀಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಹಾಟ್ ಬಾಡಿಯಿಂದ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಈ 100 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್ ಇರೋ ವಾಟರು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ 0 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್ ವರೆಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೀಟ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ I can say Q is equal to mc delta T because we are talking about the change in temperature. Mass of water ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ 10, specific heat ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ 1 into the change in temperature 100 ಇಂದ 0 ವರೆಗೂ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಸೊ the change in temperature is 100 ಅಂದರೆ it will become 1000 calories. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ 20 grams ಆಫ್ ಐಸ್ನ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು 1600 ಕ್ಯಾಲರೀಸ್. ಆದರೆ ಈ ಹಾಟ್ ಬಾಡಿಯಿಂದ ಐಸಿಗೆ ಹೋಗುವಂತಹ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ 1000 ಕ್ಯಾಲರೀಸ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಸೊ ಐಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಐಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗೋದು ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟಾಗಿ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಇನ್ನು 600 ಕ್ಯಾಲರೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೀಟು ಈ ಹಾಟ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಹಾಟ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ದ 0 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್. ಸೊ ದ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇ ಅಟ್ 0 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್. ಸೊ ದಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ. Now, let us see the next question here. When 1 gram of ice at 0 degree Celsius is mixed with 1 gram of steam at 100 degree Celsius. So 1 gram of ice na 100 degree Celsius ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಸ್ಟೀಮ್ ಜೊತೆ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಈಕ್ವಿಲಿಬ್ರಿಯಮ್? ದ ಈಕ್ವಿಲಿಬ್ರಿಯಮ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಈಕ್ವಿಲಿಬ್ರಿಯಮ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ 2/3 grams ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟೀಮ್ at 0 degree Celsius. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟೀಮ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ 100 degree Celsius ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಐಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ 0 degree Celsius ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ದ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಈಸ್ 0 degree Celsius ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಐಸು. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಐಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಮೆಲ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಐಸ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಬೈ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಹೀಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೀಮ್. ಸೊ ಐಸ್ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ದ ಐಸ್ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ I can say the quantity of heat required is, so it is only 80 calorie because 1 gram of ice is ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಈ 1 gram of ice 0 degree Celsius ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ 0 degree Celsius ಇರೋ ವಾಟರು 100 degree Celsius ರೈಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. because by absorbing the heat from the steam. So this water is going to change to from 0 degree Celsius to 100 degree Celsius change ಆದರೆ what is the quantity of heat it requires ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋಣ. So the formula is mc delta T. The value of m is 1 gram, c value is 1, and the rise in temperature is from 0 degree Celsius to 100. So it is put together, it is 100 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, 1 into 1 into 100. So ಹಾಗಾದರೆ the total quantity of heat that is taken by that is taken by ice is how much ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, it is to melt the ice, it is 80 calories, and ಈ ಐಸ್ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು 100 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ರೈಸ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ 100 calories. So put together it is 180 calories of heat is been taken from where? It is been taken from the steam. So ಈ ಸ್ಟೀಮಿಂದ ನಾವೇನಾದರೂ ಹೀಟ್ನ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಲೂಸಸ್ ದ ಹೀಟ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೀಮ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಟು ವಾಟರ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಸೊ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದಿಸ್, ಟು ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ 1 gram ಆಫ್ steam to water, we have to absorb 540 calories from the steam. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು, ಐಸ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 180 calories. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಐಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇಂಟು certain part of steam will get converted into water. So how much ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, it is 180 divided by 540, which is nothing but 1/3. So that means out of 1 gram, 1/3 grams of steam got converted into water. Steam got converted into water at 100 degrees Celsius. So now what do we have out of 1 gram of steam? Now 1/3 gram of water is been converted. So I can write the steam is now 1 minus 1/3, which is equal to 2/3 grams of steam we have at 100 degrees Celsius. And what is the total quantity of water ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, earlier 0 degree Celsius ಇರೋ ಐಸ್ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ 100 degree Celsius. So 1 gram of water you have at 100 degree Celsius plus 1/3 gram of water is being converted from the steam. So again the total quantity of water is 1 plus 1/3, which is equal to 4/3 grams of water we have at 100 degree Celsius. So by comparing this data, we can say that the correct option is option A, which is 2/3 gram of steam at 100 degree Celsius. Now observe this, the first law of thermodynamics. So first law of thermodynamics ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, the quantity of heat given to the system will be utilized for rising the internal energy as well as doing the work. So the work done by the gas can be written as P into dV, where P is the pressure and dV is the change in volume. So the change in internal energy, whatever may be the kind of process, the change in internal energy can be written as du is equal to NCV dt. If it is an isothermal process ಅಂದರೆ temperature constant ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. If temperature is constant, its internal energy is not going to change. So internal energy is going to be 0. So temperature constant ಇದ್ರೆ I can write P is inversely proportional to V. ಬಾಯ್ಸ್ ಲಾ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಒಂದು process ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Otherwise I can write PV is equal to constant in isothermal process. Now in isochoric process, the volume is not allowed to change. So the change in volume is 0, so that the work done is also 0. So when a gas expands, work is done positive. When it is compressed, the work done is taken as negative. So work done, suppose if they have given a PV diagram, if there is a PV diagram, P versus V diagram, and if they have given any curve or any graph here, we need to find what is the work done under that process. Another, just we need to find what is the area under the graph. So area under the PV graph will give us the work done. Suppose if it is a cyclic process, ಒಂದು cyclic process ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. Let us imagine it is a cyclic process, then the work done is given by area under that loop. So if work done is taken as positive, if it is clockwise direction. Okay, if it is taken as work done is positive, if it is going in the clockwise direction, and if it is in the anti-clockwise direction, we can take it as negative. So the efficiency of this is the expression for the efficiency of the Carnot engine. I can say efficiency is equal to 1 minus Q2 by Q1, where Q2 is the quantity of heat released to the heat sink and Q1 is the quantity of heat absorbed from the heat source. ಅಥವಾ ಇದನ್ನ ಈ ಥರನೂ ಬರೀಬಹುದು, efficiency is equal to 1 minus T2 by T1. T2 is the temperature of heat sink and T1 is the temperature of heat source. So if we want the efficiency to be 100%, remember the temperature of the heat sink should be equal to 0 Kelvin. Let us see one problem based on these concepts. 2 mole of, so there are 2 mole of, N is equal to 2 here, 2 mole of an ideal diatomic gas, it is a diatomic gas at 300 Kelvin is expanded to double its temperature. So it is being expanded to double its temperature. So that means if the initial temperature is 300, the final temperature is double of it, which is equal to 600 Kelvin. Keeping its pressure constant, the pressure is constant here, the internal energy is, what is the internal energy? So we know the formula for the internal energy. Internal energy is equal to NCV dt anta baribodu, or delta T. N is the number of moles 2, and CV value, the value of CV for diatomic gas, it is 5 by 2 R, 5 by 2 R, and the change in temperature is 600 minus 300, which is equal to 300 Kelvin. So 2 and 2 get cancelled. So 5 into 300 is 1500 R joules. So the correct answer is 1500 R joules. Remember, it is expanding. So expand adaga work is done by the system. So we should take it as it is expanding. So it is a positive. So it will increases. So temperature increase ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ internal energy ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, increase ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. So ಹಾಗಾಗಿ the correct option is increases by 1500 R joules. An ideal monatomic gas is taken through a cyclic process ABCA as shown in the PV diagram. Work done per cycle is, so work done per cycle, just we need to find the area under this graph. So the area of the graph is nothing but idondu triangle shape alli ide. So hagare work done is the area of the triangle. Area of the triangle is given by half into base into height, where base is actually the change in volume, which is nothing but 2V. From V it is changing to 2V. So the change in V is actually 2V minus V into the height. Height is actually the change in pressure. It is ಇಲ್ಲಿ P ಇತ್ತು, P ಇಂದ 3P ಆಗಿದೆ. So it is 3P minus P ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. So the work done is equal to half into V into 2P. 2 and 2 get cancelled. The work done is P into V. The correct option is option D. Now let us see the next question here. An ideal gas is taken via path ABCA as shown in the figure. The net work done in the whole cycle is, what is the net work in the whole cycle? Now we need to observe that it is a the graph is going in anti-clockwise direction, so that definitely the work done is negative. We have only one option with the negative, that will be the answer. Let us cross check it. So we need to find what is the work done. So we need to find the area of the graph. It is given by half into base into height. So base is here 3V1 minus V is the base, and the height is 4P1 minus P1. So work done is half into 2V1 into 3P. So 2 to get cancelled, it will become what, 3P1 V1. And since the graph is moving in, the cyclic process is in an anti-clockwise direction, we should take it as negative. So the correct option is option C. Next question. If 100 joules of heat is added to a gaseous system, the increase in internal energy is 40 joules, then the amount of external work done is. So we have a formula, dq is equal to du plus dw. So they have given the quantity of heat given is 110 joules. So it is quantity of heat given is 110, and the rise in the internal energy. So rise in internal energy is du, which is nothing but 40 joules here. So So which is positive because it is rise in internal energy, heat is given, that is also positive, and we have to find what is the work done. So work done is nothing but 110 minus 40, which is nothing but 70 joules. So the correct option is option C. Now the next question is, a Carnot engine when T2 means the temperature of heat sink is 0 degree Celsius and T1 is 200 degree Celsius. The efficiency is it is eta 1 here, and when T1 is 0 degree Celsius and T2 is minus 200 degree Celsius, its efficiency is eta 2. Then what is E2 by E1 anta keltidare, E2 by E1. So the method will be something like this. Efficiency formula is 1 minus T2 by T1. So I can write efficiency eta is equal to 1 minus T2. T2 in the first case, let me write this as eta 1. T2 in the first case is 273 divided by 0 degree Celsius ಅಂದರೆ 273 divided by 200 plus ಇಲ್ಲಿ T1 ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ 200 plus 273 will give you 473. The answer comes out to be 0.423 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ eta 2 ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. eta 2 is equal to 1 minus T2 by T1 for the second case. So it is 1 minus I can write it is 0 degree Celsius minus 273. T2 is minus 200 degree Celsius. Adrinda I can write this is 73 divided by 0 degree Celsius. Adrinda T1 it is 273. That is equal to 0.732. So if we take the ratio of eta 1 by eta 2, that is equal to 0.577, and the correct option is option A. ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೆಷನ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಹೀಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಥರ್ಮೋಡೈನಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಗೆ ರಿಲೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಮುಂದಿನ ಸೆಷನ್ಲಿ ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯೂನಿಟ್ನ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.